For the first of three tricks you can perform for the holiday season, I would start off by handing the deck over to the participant and they can give it a shuffle. After they are satisfied, they would hand the cards back, and I would explain that I'm going to go through the deck and take out either two helper cards or two prediction cards. I'm not too sure which these are going to be quite yet. So in this case, we have the Six of Hearts and the Ten of Hearts. I would explain to the participant I'm going to start dealing cards, and all they have to do is call out stop. Let's say they call out stop here. We place the 10 face up, and the rest of the cards go on top. For the second deal, I would have the participant call out stop once again, but make sure you call out stop before you reach the 10 of hearts. Let's say they call out stop here, we place the 6 down, and the rest of the deck goes on top. So now we're going to go to the card with the 6 and the card with the 10. Keep in mind, you shuffled and cut the deck. I took out two cards, and you called out stop whenever you wanted two times. The card right next to the 6 of hearts is the soulmate, the 6 of diamonds, and next to the 10 of hearts is the soulmate, the 10 of diamonds, just like that. And that is the first effect. Let's get into the tutorial for this effect. So this is a really nice effect. I believe this is Gemini Twins, or based off of Gemini Twins. But you don't need a full deck either way, which is really great about this. So you can start off by having the participant shuffle and cut the deck as much as they would like. Once you're once they're done, I should say, they're going to hand the cards back, and you explain you're going to take out two helper cards or two prediction cards. Now, keep in mind, the audience in front of you is just going to see the backs of the cards. However, I'm going to expose this. So, what you're going to do is take a look at the top and bottom card and take out the soulmate. If you're not familiar with soulmates, I will link my video in the description. But basically, all a soulmate is would be the same color and the same number. Now, in this case, for red, hearts go with diamonds, and if you have, in this case, a black card, it would still be the same color and number, but clubs go with spades. And one more thing I want to point out, which may happen, is let's say you get the deck back after it's shuffled and cut. You take a look and you notice that you have the soulmate on the top and bottom of the deck. You can do one of two things. You can either cut the deck and use the new top and bottom cards, or you can get rid of one of the top or bottom cards, let's say the bottom card, and then you can still use the top card, but you have a different bottom card. I hope that makes sense. So in this case, we would have the 10 of hearts and the ace of spades. One thing you do want to note, however, is the card on the bottom, in this case, the Ace of Clubs, meaning I'm going to actually use the Ace of Clubs first as when I deal. So in this case, I'm going to start dealing, and when you deal from the top, you actually get that 10 of hearts down first. So if you want, the participant could do this. Just make sure they deal from the top starting off, and make sure they don't deal that bottom card. Otherwise than that, they can really call out stop whenever they would like. Let's say they call stop here. So when the ace goes face up on top, you're now going to place the rest of the deck on top, lining up that other ace, meaning now you have that 10 on the bottom, which was on the top. They can now deal, I would say, from anywhere in the deck. Just keep in mind, though, that they may go to the ace and the card next to it. Okay, so I would say they can deal from the top, but make sure they don't go too far down. And they also can't shuffle either, but they place the 10 down, meaning this other 10 goes on top. And now when you spread out the cards, you can recap the event or everything that has happened. You can explain the concept of soulmates, take out the face up card with the face down card right on top of it. And if you did this right, you are going to have a perfect match just like this. And that is the first effect. Let's get into the second of three tricks. So this is going to be another prediction one. It's similar to the one I just showed you, but it has a really nice kicker ending. So the cards are shuffled, and I say that I'm going to make two predictions once again. So I'm going to go with this card, and then I will go with this card. So we have a 2 and we have a 9. Let's say the participant, instead of calling stop, they name a number out loud between 1 and 10. Let's say they name 5. So from the top, we're going to deal 1, 2, 3. Actually, I forgot to actually make a prediction. So let me do that before I do anything else. Because I said there's going to be a kicker ending. There's my prediction for the kicker ending. Okay, so once again, the participant named 5. They could change their mind. It doesn't matter. But let's say they stick with 5. We place the 9 down, and the rest goes on top. Let's say they name another number between 1 and 10. Let's say 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We put the 2 down, and the rest goes on top. Same thing as before. We're going to take out the face up card with the first face down card on top of it. You could have named any number. You shuffled and you cut. And right with the 2 of spades is the 2 of clubs. And with the 9 of diamonds is the 9 of hearts. But you said 5 and you said 4. If we add those numbers together, we get 9. Let's count 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, the king of clubs. Now, I said this was going to have a kicker ending, and I took out a prediction before the effect started. And my prediction is the soulmate, the king of spades. Let's get into how this is done. So, as you can see, it is slightly similar to the first effect, but instead of two predictions you get right, you have three of them. So for this, you don't need a full deck. It's going to be shuffled and cut. You say you're going to take out two cards to help you. You're going to take out the soulmates to the top and bottom card. So it would be like this, obviously, but I'm going to expose it. So let's say we take out the ace of hearts and I believe the 3 of spades. Correct. And it's also good to note the bottom card because that's the first soulmate you're going to start with. Now, the last prediction you're going to do, which I forgot to do, is just the second to bottom card. In this case, the 5 of hearts. So you can take out the soulmate, you can write it down, you can do anything you would like. If you have this little thing that occurs of the soulmate is the prediction card second from the bottom, You could either shuffle and cut the deck again, or you could take out either the bottom or the second to bottom and then use that second to bottom card. So I hope that makes sense. So you're going to have for your soulmate the top and bottom card, and then for your prediction, it's going to be that second to bottom card. So now for this, they can really deal the cards and stop whenever they want. However, to keep track of that bottom card is going to work best if you have them name a number and you keep track of those two numbers. That's why I do between a 1 and 10. You could try between 20, 10 and 20, but I think 1 and 10 is the simplest. So let's say they name a 5. So from the top, you're going to deal 5 cards and you're going to put down that 3 first, meaning that ace is on the bottom. I said to keep track of. They put the ace on top and you have that matched up. Now they name one more number and it's great because they can name the same number. So let's say 5 again. So from the top, you don't have to worry. However, it's probably good if they keep going from the top, just not to mess up anything at the bottom. So 2, 3, 4, 5. You put this down, and then you put the rest on top. You're going to spread these out and take out that face up card with the first face down card on top of it, as you can see here. And if you wanted to, depending how your audience is, you can recap the trick, explain the concept of soulmates, and then they can see the matches work. You could stop there, which if you want to, you don't even have to do the second from the bottom for that prediction. However, if you did do that, once they're done reacting to this, turn the deck face up and say, now hold on a second. You said 5, you said 5. Is there any reason you said 5? It doesn't matter what they say. If we take 5 and 5, we add them together, we get 10. Let's count 10 cards. And you're really going to add both numbers they said each time. So, and from the face, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, the 5 of hearts. You can recap everything again, ask if this card really means anything. It doesn't matter. And then you can show your prediction, the 5 of diamonds. And that is the second trick. Let's go ahead and do the third effect. And I'm thinking of throwing in a fourth effect. And this fourth effect is my go to effect. So whenever somebody asks to see a trick, this is usually one of the first ones I always do. So for this effect, we're going to do it a little different instead of more predictions because that's a little boring. This time, we're going to split the deck into two equal halves. Okay, so 26 and 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So one half we're going to dedicate to choosing a number. The other half we're going to make a selection with. So let's say the participant wants this to be the number selection. So I'm going to ask them lift off any group of cards and put it off to the side. Let's say that many. The rest of these we will move over. With the rest of these cards now, they can be shuffled. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to have the participant uh, go ahead and call stop as I cut the cards like this. And if they wanted to, they could go ahead and call stop at any card they see that they like. Okay? So let's say they call stop here. they remember this card, and then we can leave it right there in the middle. Now, we're going to mix up this deck, but we're going to do something called the Klondike Shuffle. So as you can see, the top and bottom cards, like this, get pulled right off the deck. We're going to see, using this shuffle, if I can get your card to appear at the number of cards you cut off. So there is the shuffle, and let's have the number of cards cut off counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. For the first time, name your card out loud. The King of Diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. The King of Diamonds, indeed, the King of Diamonds. So, the tutorial for this one, if you split the deck exactly in half like I did and follow the steps, is really going to work. However, I will go over this really quick. So you're going to start off by having the deck of 52 cards, and you're going to split it into 26 and 26. So this is 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6. Both halves can be shuffled. That doesn't matter. You're going to have one half for a number, the other half as the selection. So let's say this is the number. They cut off any group of cards and they put it to the side. Using the other half you didn't touch yet, all you have to do is just get their card on the bottom of the packet. So the cards can be shuffled, and if you want, you could do this little thing, show them the cards and have them call stop, okay? Any way you want to, get a card they want on the bottom of the packet. Now put this on the rest of the cards in front of you. Pick up the packet and explain you're going to do the Klondike Shuffle. Any story you want will do. So, so for this, you're going to take the bottom and the top card, and notice how the bottom card goes down first, then the top card. This is really what you're going to do. You don't want to reverse the order, so just like this. One story I heard, I like to tell, I don't know if it's true or not, is that they did this shuffle during the Klondike Gold Rush because it was really cold out there, and this was the only way you could shuffle cards. And this actually convinces a lot of people that I have told it to. They really think it was true. I don't know if it is or not, but that doesn't matter. You do the shuffle, and if you want to, you could have the number of cards also counted during the shuffle to save some time, audience interaction, whatever. So they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ask them to name their card out loud. They say the Queen of Hearts, and you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. What number did we have here? I thought it was 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I was off by a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. There we go. I thought it was 18 for some reason. The Queen of Hearts. And that is the third trick. So those were really the three effects I wanted to show you. Now, I'm thinking of showing two more effects, but if I do that, the video is going to be too long. So I may upload a second part to this part showing those two effects. So that would be five total effects. And then I will go ahead and upload that right after this video. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. The cards I'm using, by the way, are the Richard Turner Gold Seal playing cards. I won these as part of a gift bundle by Sean Devine. So I will link the deck review, the gift bundle, and Sean's channel all in the description so you can go and subscribe to him. Make sure you watch for part two, where I show you two more easy effects for the holiday season, and I will see you then. Bye.